Ugh. Hello again. Actually, am making videos again this time instead of falling out. Um, Goals. Everything's pretty much fine. As a matter of fact, I should probably start. Oh, yeah. I should start considering what I want to do next month. I completely forgot to do that. I don't actually have a blueprint. Obviously, I would like to, ideally, abstain from pornography for the whole month, which will be exactly what I'm going to be attempting to do. I'm not gonna shoot. I'm not gonna chew on that until I'm done talking. I would love to do that. I don't know how successful I'll be. It's just an attempt. It really can't hurt that much. I'm just testing myself, seeing how far I can go. Hopefully, the tests are conclusive. Um, I marked down in my journal that I wasn't going to need the goals for brushing my teeth, and I was right. Um, I would like to keep up the eating habits because if I can at least continue that, it'll be good. I think I'm gonna continue it for the next month. Have that be just a continued one. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do to replace my teeth brushing one. I might not replace it at all. Um, Aside from that, I really don't think there's much else to discuss. It is the end of the month. I didn't get anything on my little to-do list done. A bunch of stuff that I want to do, but haven't quite gotten them done. Um, I did decently well in college, although admittedly this last week has been a bit fucky for me. I've been shirking a lot of my duties, which is, I mean, that's just a bad move, right? So, gonna try and start up next week. Uh, One of my coping mechanisms for not even using porn is to just, if I ever feel the need to, I do work. Even if I can't focus on it very much, I do work. It's just one of many, because eventually I'm gonna run out of shit to do. I'm not under the illusion that that there's going to be so many things for me to do that I can just completely circumnavigate it. I'm going to try multiple things. Um, hmm. Oh yeah, I guess I could talk about how I've watched a movie every single day. I haven't done it yet, but I was planning to do that around midnight anyway. I'm currently watching something right now about a little known game called Mouthwashing. I literally finished it in one sitting this month, and I value other people's inputs for interpretations of what's going on in the game, so I'm just watching another video on it, seeing if I can get another perspective. Amazing game. I would recommend it so long as you don't find um so long as you don't find certain topics completely unnavigatable. They are incredibly offensive topics, and you'd think they'd be offensive to me given my background, but they're not. They're not at all. I actually find quite a bit of solace in experiencing it through other people's perspective and eyes. So, but really, this week hasn't been too eventful. It's just been all right. I do think I've watched some of the best movies I have in this last week, so that's good. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna end it off with watching Sinners, a movie that I really wanted to watch but couldn't watch in theaters because I can't drive and nobody's gonna want to watch that shit with me. At least my family's not the demographic who would want to watch that with me. I'm I'm the fucking demographic for those movies, strangely enough. But yeah, my family isn't, which is rather disappointing. Um, the feelings of loneliness that I was experiencing 2 weeks ago and was saying that I still reciprocated a week ago, uh, they haven't gone away. They're still there. It's just they're not at the forefront of my mind anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm interested in how I'm going to approach those thoughts of loneliness now that I'm trying to remove a coping mechanism for that loneliness and, by extension, boredom from the equation entirely. Obviously, I'm trying to replace it with other coping mechanisms, healthier coping mechanisms, naturally. But I, I'm kind of more interested in how I'll start to approach things and understand things. Pornography for me was not just a way of passing the time. It did serve that function really well, but the longer I go on and the less I try to depend on it, the more I realize there is a lot more to what I'm doing, to how I'm approaching it than, or there's a lot more behind why I'm doing it than I initially thought, and maybe even initially wanted to think. Um, so who knows? Maybe I'll discover some pretty interesting things about myself that I can log down here. But aside from that tangent, uh, those feelings are still there. They're they're always going to be there until I either find a group of friends near me who I can stay in really good contact with and I guess exist with, or I just find that one friend who's always there. I guess the major downside of having like two friends is that you oftentimes feel incredibly lonely. I mean, I don't have two friends, but I only have two friends that I stay in consistent contact with, which is a damn shame. Especially since I had more friends when I was in high school. I just stopped fucking contacting them for no reason. Actually, no. I know why I stopped contacting them. I didn't want to go outside, and they kept inviting me to things. Even though I would definitely consider myself closer to an atheist than I would to any religion on planet Earth. Like, why don't I go to church with one of my friends? That shouldn't be too tough. You should go to church anyway, even if you are an atheist. Meet some pretty interesting people, or so I'm told. Um, Another friend of mine wanted to stay in contact desperately, and when he wanted to hang out physically, I shut down. I shut down entirely. And yeah, I actually feel a lot of shame about that one because it's not like we don't contact each other very. It's not like my other friend where I didn't really contact him very much. No, he regularly contacted me and we would have conversations every now and again, but I couldn't even do the bare fucking minimum and just go and meet him physically, just go and hang out. Maybe I just have a form of agoraphobia. I doubt it. I really do. Because I'm not really afraid of the outside. I wouldn't say that's the reason I'm scared of the outside world. Hell, I don't even think I'm scared of the outside world. I really don't. If anything, I find it an awe every time I go outside and just exist in it. Whether it be from how blatantly dumb it is, how unbelievably angry it makes me, or just how nice it feels to be outside. I always find myself loving going outside. I'm always in a better mood. I've proven it. I've proven it to myself multiple times. And I just, I can't do it for some reason. Hell, I'm 21 now. I should be, no. As a matter of fact, I haven't drank a single drop of alcohol, which is pretty interesting, but not really, actually. Um, but you'd think, oh, you're 21. You can go to a bar and just fucking meet somebody. Well, one, I don't know how to drive, which I guess isn't really a bad thing, especially if I was talking in the context of drinking. I imagine Well, I got a pretty fast metabolism, but since I'm so fucking scrawny, I think I'm like, the last time I checked, I was 125. I'm like nearly 6 feet tall. I should be, I should be, have way more weight than that. But, like, just, I imagine I'd get drunk incredibly quick. Again, I won't know unless I try, but I imagine that's how it would go. I don't know. I also just don't have much of a want for alcohol, and especially now, uh, I'm trying to get off of something that I'm currently addicted to. The worst thing I could do is get onto something that is highly addictive. Obviously, I could mitigate it and moderate very well. I have built my mind to work that way, but I'd prefer not to even leave open the opportunity of replacing an addiction, something that I would consider somewhat harmless, for something that is actually harmful. Although, I guess struggling with alcohol addiction would probably be a lot easier for me. So, but yeah, it's that loneliness ain't gonna go away unless I find some friends near me who I can stay in pretty good contact with consistently. Because, man oh man, I am. I'm not able to stay in contact with my two friends. It's pretty clear that they got other shit going on outside of me. Either that or a complete time zone difference. And in comparison, I don't have anything. I'm I'm just here doing nothing. Which, I mean, I do view that as bad. I'm not gonna act like that's a good thing, because I don't think it is. Yeah, that loneliness definitely sprouts off because, one, I don't feel like I'm on par with my own friends, which really sucks. Eh, I'd like to be on a level playing field with, the people I'm trusting the most, but also I just don't have enough friends to not be fucking lonely. Oh well. Maybe that's something I could brainstorm and focus on in November to keep my mind off of porn for a while. So, oh well. Here's to a hopefully successful No Nut November. I will see myself next Friday, first official week of November, and hopefully I have good news. Hopefully I have good observations. I'm gonna go finish up what I was doing now.